Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio, the leader of the rideshare revolution, the rideshare rockstar, and the captain of the 2K club, and the realest, the funniest, the handsomest, and the bearded, less driving YouTube. And hold on 1 second. I forgot to grab my caffeine. Ugh. Fiverr Energy, hook it up. Where's that sponsorship at? I fucking love you guys. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Alrighty. This popped up in my group chat while I was asleep, obviously, and I think this is very interesting. There's there's a strike attempting to be organized right now for this coming Monday, March 25th. I'm going to talk about why this is necessary, but why it may not work. So I'm only going to read through some of the article and then I'll obviously link it. In recent weeks, Uber drivers in the greater Los Angeles area opened their apps to find the ride-sharing company had enacted an approximately 25% reduction in their per-mile earnings to just 60 cents, a mere 2 cents above the IRS's deductible standards. As a result, Drivers United, a coalition of drivers in the region, is planning a 25-hour strike for Monday, March 25th, in protest against the soon-to-be public sharing economy giant that is presently valued $120 billion. And then a lot of quotes from different drivers. Obviously, I'll link all this. Drivers are unhappy. They're not going to take it lying down anymore. Rate changes. 3,000 member group. That's what I originally know. That's why I was like, I'll get back to that in a minute. But 3,000 members are part of this group. So from midnight of the 25th to 1 a.m. on the 26th. And they're telling passengers to not order Ubers that day. Okay. Is that all of it? Okay. Alright. As you guys know, I'm mostly opposed to protests / strikes just because I feel like they don't, at the end of the day, they don't really make a difference. This is one of the few times I've actually seen like a legitimate call for a protest that wasn't over a Facebook group. So obviously they've done a better job of getting the word out. But and feel free to correct me on this one, I don't know when Uber is going to have their IPO, right? Is that going to be, I heard something like April 21st or something like that. I think while every driver in Los Angeles and many drivers around the country are unhappy, they're fed up, and they have every reason to feel that way, honestly, about Uber and Lyft. I just think this might be too little too late. Like, if this was a legit protest, if you really want it, legit protest, legit strike, and you really wanted to fuck with the apps, like, these things take time. You know, you can't do it in a couple days. You can't do it in a couple weeks. It's a month-long process. And to really get Uber's attention would be to, like, negatively impact their IPO. And that would have to be, like, I mean, I know LA's population-wise, you've got more than Chicago. So let's just, I think we got like 70,000 drivers in Chicago or more. I mean, I might assume LA is anywhere from 90 to 100,000 drivers. I mean, 3,000 is a decent amount, but it's just not big enough, guys. I mean, like, and one day is just not enough. If you want to organize a strike, a protest, you got to hit these apps where it really fucking hurts. Like, you'd have to have like a week-long shutdown, 40,000 drivers, you know, none of them taking rides. That would show the apps exactly that you guys mean business. Because a small percentage in reduction in service, that's not going to, That's really, I don't want to. This isn't meant to talk down to anyone organizing this too, but realistically, that's just not going to work. I mean, I do think this is appropriate. This is an appropriate call to action. I just don't think it's going to have the impact that is desired. I mean, because it's all like, I think sometimes we forget when we get mad at Uber and Lyft what their priorities are, and as drivers, we are not the priority of the apps. They don't really care about us. We are replaceable. But if they start losing passengers, if the passengers have to wait, if they go from waiting 5 minutes to 20 minutes, 20 minutes to an hour, if the confidence in the app gets shaken, if the apps are making less money because of less passengers, that's when you really make a difference. You have to make a difference with the passengers. And to make a difference with the passengers, you need to organize a wide-scale strike. Huge. Not 3,000, not 10,000. I'd probably say you'd need to organize half your drivers in that market and tell every single one of them, don't turn your app on for a week. And that would take so much effort. And I think the issue is also, don't forget, not every driver in the country is dialed in. Not every driver in the country is part of a Facebook group. They're not part of a group chat. They're not part of a, they don't follow any content on YouTube. They just drive. They just make their money. They drive. They go home. They don't worry about stuff that goes on outside of it. Maybe they're mad themselves, but they aren't aware of the outrage. And that's something I said last year with Pay Drivers Fair, is you can't have a successful strike when only a small portion of drivers is dialed in. Are you willing to volunteer your time to get the word out? It's a percentage game. If you get in touch with 100,000 drivers, maybe 10,000 will join your cause, and you just got to keep hammering that point home. And that's all I got for this one. Little opinion piece to start my day. I woke up late today. I needed it. I need that extra hour and a half of sleep. So, everyone have a beautiful Saturday. If you're an LA driver, let me know how you feel. If you're part of this strike, email me. Let's chat. So, all right, guys. Everyone, get after it or rest up. Do whatever you gotta do. Everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. Bye-bye.